few years ago, but now I've decided to just cop to everything and let the ships fall where they may.
Have you taken any shit about it? About anything else?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely no. I mean, that's why it's called full frontal nudity, because, aside from the fact that I was fully frontally nude on stage.
Tell us about that.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to read that little bit from the book because it's leading up to the moment of having to take my clothes off in front of 2,000 people, every night. It's like it was pretty intense. I mean, I got my equity card from.
Look at Muffy.
Sorry you missed it, don't.
Rerun.
Was that scary to do the first time?
Well, you were young.
Well, yes. I mean, the director was William Ball, who was a very famous. Bill Ball was a very famous guy in San Francisco, a genius, and he said that we were not to take our clothes off in rehearsals. No disrobing until opening night.
Wow.
And there's a little bit in there where I got my ex-girlfriend to go in with me into a studio and do it, but unfortunately we still had some heat between us and we ended up, which is antithetical to what we're supposed to do in the play, because in the play the boy doesn't get it up and that's why he blinds the horses. So I never took my clothes off in front of anybody, even the crew or anything, until like opening night. And the book ends as my pants are at my knees. And the entire audience, all 2,000 people, are like that.
Of course they are.
And you couldn't hear a pin drop in the place, so you could hear a pin drop because everybody was holding their breath.
So how about you as the actor?
Yeah,
I mean, were you holding your breath? I mean, was it hard for you to continue?
I was saying, don't shrivel up, don't shrivel up. Of course, it's shriveled up. So,
I wanted to ask Muffy, you
Before
said
Viagra.
this was the first time you've read in front of an audience. How did it feel?
This piece, no, I read it
Oh,
in
this
audience
piece,
before, yeah,
okay, I
so this is like
misunderstood.
bringing this piece out. And I was going to address the question that you had, which is that I think, particularly with women, we tend to be the carriers of secrets, and we tend to want to be the good girls, and we tend to want to protect people. And so we keep our mouths shut from shame and for, a litany of reasons. And I think that for myself, I just got to the point where I was like, you know what? Fuck all y'all. I'm telling, this is my truth. I lived it. I'm telling it. And it has been extraordinarily helpful and healing and hilarious to find. My thing now is I'm on this mission. I want to write funny stuff about stuff that's not funny. Do you know what I mean? I want to turn it inside out. And that's essentially what it is. And so for me, it's been freeing, and I don't need anybody's approval anymore, ever again. So this is just my truth, and I just tell it.
I love you, Muffy.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
And I find that from the letters that I get from women, I get letters from women who say to me, I want what you have. I want that more than anything. I want to let go of the shame and to just tell my truth, because it is so fucking empowering to do it. And the other thing is, people don't judge you. People, they want that too. They want to tell their truths too. I think it's just it's human nature to want to do that. And so, and then also, by the way, to hear other people's truths. I mean,
want to hear it too.
Oh my God,
That's
how
absolutely. I think more.
People are
I think that is almost the sole province of theater sometimes. Over not necessarily over books, but sometimes over movies. That where you just go, I need to hear it live.
By
I
far.
need to hear it.
And
It's
like,
fascinating to
hear
hear you read
to hear you and go, wait a minute, I didn't know
that
that
you
about
wrote
you,
those.
really?
Yeah.
And then you, I didn't even, now I want to make out with you too, I'll make out with both of you. You're just brilliant, and it's so, I love it.
I want to be part of that family in the Wild
Oh,
Wild
yeah.
West.
There's definitely
something very healing about hearing other people's lives and knowing that yours is not any more or less fucked up than theirs was.
Right,
It's because
And
you-
they're good people.
That's right, you light the dark corners, you know what I mean? That's where the scary stuff is in the dark corners.
It's funny too, because I think you know, you'll have secrets and you'll think, I don't have that many secrets, I swore at my daughter. You know, but you can tend to enshrine them like they're really important, and they're actually more important than anybody else.
Oh, yes.
Oh, shit.
And so it is at once an enlightening experience, but it's such a leveling experience too.
Oh, it's
You did that with the can and the dog thing and the thing, and I did something in the garage with the magazines. You know, it's
humanizing. Honey, not even him pissing in the thing. How about Harry Hamlin does dishes? What? I was like, wait a minute, what? Like it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, on that. He does dishes?
Worried about shrinkage? I mean, come on.
You know,
Or else to talk about the fact that when you were 3, the size of your penis was
Yeah.
small. I mean, it's like the fact that you would admit that, and I think that's what's so beautiful about memoir and about telling our truth,
it's
is
the
that
best.
because everyone, it doesn't matter if you're the sexiest man alive, you still in your head are thinking of of peeing in that bowl and your mother not trusting you again and having a small penis and but it's really
And then I was the sexiest man alive, I wiped it all out.
I'll take the one for the other, thank you. This one. That one, who cares? This one.
But it also, you know, in the rooms they say, you know, we're only as sick as our secrets. And I think, too, it's like, until we finally tell that truth, we can't move forward, we can't live.
Sets you free.
Yeah, I mean,
It
it's
does,
the
it
truth
empowers
is that you're
you.
free is such a cliche, but it's totally where it is. Until I admitted that I was an addict and I was all these things and I was this horrible bitch, I don't have to be that bitch. I don't have to own that anymore.
That's right.
So what were you doing last month, Harry? And was it as fulfilling as
Right,
we
in
all
November when
hoped
you
it
was
was?
missing
What were you
us.
doing?
When you missed
But
us?
Lisa said you had an important meeting.
He lied, he wasn't.
I will tell you as long as it's not being filmed.
Sure, I
Okay,
will shut it
we'll
off.
turn it off.
Okay.
Not a problem.